Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all good. Right, I'm going to tell you what the beer is and all that first, and then I'm going to come out and make an apology. And the apology is because it's my fault. So we are back with another beer review. It's one of the ones from Trembling Madness, and it's one of the beers that I thought was out of date, or accused them of the beer being out of date. And it's a first for me. It's a Ukrainian brewery, so I've never had anything from any Ukrainian brewery as far as I'm aware. And it's also a first, obviously, being from Varvar. So what we've got is, like I say, from Varvar, and this is their Citra American Pale Ale. It's in a 330ml bottle, and this is coming in at 6%. Fucking hell, 6%. I didn't realise it. I thought this one would be a little bit lighter, to be honest. I didn't realise it was 6%. It's early afternoon. I've already done a big one, or reasonably big one. Anyway, yeah. So that is what we're looking at. Let me just grab my sheet of paper and I'll tell you how much this one was. I don't think it was massively expensive, but nor was it massively cheap. Yeah. Varvar Citra American Pale Ale, £4.20 for a 330ml bottle. Now, on my unboxing, when I was taking all the beers out, the first couple, and this was one of them, were sort of out of date or come across that. And I did do a video and I did say I'm going to get in touch with them, blah, blah, blah. And I got in touch with them. They refunded me for one that was out of date. And then the other two, they said, oh, they're normally, the dates that are on the cans, they're when they were sort of like canned on, if you like. And I've just noticed, picking this up as it happens, because you've got the numbers there, yeah? See there, so we've got a what was that one? One's a lot number, which is that one. And that one was the date, the best before date, or so I thought. And I did come out and have a bit of a, not a massive whinge. I like to think I'm quite fair until I know the ins and outs, really. But whilst looking at this now, as it happens, that number there, you can't see, but there's a bit of writing there. And if you can pause it and zoom in, that actually says date of manufacturer. So that is when this beer was brewed. So the 22nd of the 3rd, 23. There was me thinking it was out of date. That's when it was actually canned or bottled or manufactured. So I'm in the wrong. So a big apology to Trembling Madness. I'd like to think I don't have too much of a major thing to apologise for, because I didn't go on a big rant and try and tear the company down. But there you go. I'm being the bigger person, and I was wrong, and I'm coming out and apologising. Anyway, nice artwork. I do like that. So let's get this cracked open. Now, I don't have a Varvar glass, so I'm going to put it in one of my little Adnams tumblers that the brother-in-law kindly brought up for me. I thought, let's put this in something slightly different. So let's get her open and do exactly what I said I was going to do. Let's get the beer in there. So again, like I say, it's the first time I've had anything from Ukraine. I've been tempted a few times from them ones in Aldi. I can't think what they're called now. But they do a box of 12 or something, don't they, for about a tenner. I've been half tempted, 4% lagers or something, but I don't know. You just think if you don't like them, you got a box, big fucking case that you don't want to be drinking. Anyway, beer in a glass. So yeah, hazy. On the camera it looks a little bit darker. I'm holding it up against the light, but it's sort of like an orange colour. It's looking sort of more burnt orange in the camera, I'm going to say. Hazy, a lovely, just over a finger, a compact white head. That really is a beautiful head on there. It looks really good. Not seeing much carbonation going up, but there is a few bubbles. So let's dive in on the nose. Is there anything to read on the back? No, because it is all in Ukrainian stroke Russian, whatever you bloody call it. So let's give her a swirl. And that head doesn't look as if it's going anywhere either. That looks like a well-made beer, that does. Let's get the nose in and have a sniff. Oh yeah. For me, it's got a bit of a West Coast feel on the nose. very marmaladey. Bit of maltiness in the background. Smells interesting. Let's dive in on Varvar Citra American Pale Ale. Cheers. Yeah. That is bang on. It's hard. I'm not going to go into too much depth in describing it. But for me, you sort of get that big sort of citrus thing initially. And then the American Pale Ale side of it sort of comes in after. But we'll come to all that after. Let's go in again. That is beautiful to drink. Absolutely sublime. A really nice body on it. Not chewy, but a nice sort of heavy body. The carbonation is almost non-existent, which gives it a beautifully smooth mouthfeel. It's soft. It's delicate in the mouth as you drink it. On the taste, hoppy, citrus, malty. The American Pale Ale thing sort of comes in for me. Feel sort of comes in that little bit after. We got a visitor coming in. You coming in to say hello because you're missing Dad? Because he's not giving you any attention? Yeah? Just turn around here. I know we shouldn't have. Look. Say hello. No. You going to say hello? No. She ain't going to say hello. She's just like, just fuss me, Dad. Yeah. Malty, citrus, hoppy. The American Pale Ale feel comes in afterwards. 6%. It's a fuller beer, but there's no overpowering taste of 6% in this beer. It's just a beautiful drop. There's almost a sweet citrus taste on the front, and it does tail off to a bitterness. Get your ass out of the camera. But it tails off to a very gentle bitterness that sort of doesn't, it sort of lingers, but it's not strong. And that makes it really enjoyable. That typical hoppy taste when a bit of air comes up. That is a beautiful beer, that really is. For me, it's a little bit of one of them where it's just a beautiful drinking experience. It's you don't sort of have to think about anything. Bits are there, don't get me wrong, but they're almost a little bit hard to describe. They're almost a little bit hard to separate, but you just know when you're drinking it that it's just a quality number. I mean, look at that head. That head is still hanging around. That's beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking shit and rambling on and just tell you what I think. So, Varvar out of Ukraine and their Citra American Pale Ale. I'll tell you what. All right, £4.20 for a 330ml. Don't forget it's been imported and that. But for me, that's a lovely drop. That really is. And that's the sort of beer that, you know, rather than wowing you out of being absolutely unbelievable, it just wows you out of being a bloody good, enjoyable beer that you don't even worry about thinking about because it's just enjoyable, and that's it. And sometimes that's all you need, and probably as reviewers, probably a lot of us should try and find a bit more of that or just take it as that. But yeah, I suppose it's a bloody decent one. So yeah, Varvar Citra American Pale Ale, massive thumbs up from me. That has really surprised me. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. feel free to comment. A big apology, like I said, to Trembling Madness. I was wrong on this one. Got to hold my hands up. Not that I got any money back for it anyway, because they were right. So I'm just making sure that people know out there that I'm not a complete knob. I do apologise if I'm wrong. Thanks for watching. See you on my next one. Cheers.